We welcome onto the show Wildcat cheerleading coach Jackie Birner. Jackie, congratulations. The team cracked the top 10 for the second straight year, getting a 5th place finish yesterday at the competitive cheerleading state meet.
Thanks. We're very excited. Top 5 has been our goal this year, so we're excited that we accomplished it.
Now, you've been at the school for 5 years, but this is your 2nd year as the head coach of the team.
Correct.
Can you just talk about the progression of the first 2 years? I believe it was in 2006, the inaugural competitive state cheerleading competition. The Wildcats, they missed out on the first 2 years of it, qualifying for state. Qualified 3 years ago, 10th place finish last year, and like we said, finishing best finish in school's history, 5th overall.
Definitely. Every year our talent and athleticism has gone up, and we just keep getting more and more talented individuals, so naturally we're just continuing the streak, and next year we plan to do even better.
You know, during the school year, do you kind of feel it in the hallways that the girls know that this is a program that's achieving more and that more girls want to be a part of it?
I think so. I think in the past cheerleading hasn't gotten the recognition that it has, but now that IHSA even streamed our performances online live and you can watch them, I think a lot more people at home were able to watch and realize that we have some awesome athletes at Neuqua, and the talent that they have is extraordinary. So then when people got to see the teams that we're up against and compare them, I think they're really starting to understand that Neuqua has a great program and so many talented girls. So I think they're going to start getting even more recognition as the years go on.
Now, Neuqua does have a great program, but like you were saying earlier this year, it wasn't looking that way. The Wildcats were scoring at about an 87. On Saturday, the 5th place finish, that was a score of 91.14.
And it had been our goal all year to break 90. We haven't done that in the past, so our goal for Saturday was to get a score in the 90s. In December, we had some struggles. We had a lot of injuries and illnesses. Our first competition, we went out there without our 2 senior captains. So without them and without the encouragement that they bring to the team, that was a struggle. And with all the injuries, we just knew that we had to get it together, and we were able to watch some game film and see who else was out there and what we needed to do to our routine to make it up there within the top 5 in the state.
You know, you talk about Neuqua and the cheerleading program keeps on knocking down goals. Well, Conant, I have to imagine a big goal was knocked off for them. They won the state meet, and that was the first time ever in their school's history of winning it. For the past 4 years, it's always been Sandburg or Lockport winning state. For Conant to kind of break into the top 10, get a 5th place finish, and then win state, does it kind of mirror or kind of remind you of what the Neuqua program's trying to do?
I think so. I think it definitely gives our girls something to look forward to, because if Conant can come in 4th last year and win state this year, then it's anyone's game, and Neuqua can do the same thing next year.
You know, watching Conant's performance out there, they had some really kind of neat looking skills on the mat that really showed to the audience and kind of played to the audience. Is that something that you're constantly trying to improve or trying to catch the eye of judges?
It's interesting. The first few years, I think it was all about the skill of the athletes and the skill that you can show out on the floor. And last year, it was more about the cleanliness of their team, the sharpness, and the overall how clean the team can look. So that's what we were trying to do, find a good balance of that. I think we had a lot of room to improve on our sharpness and our motions and our voices, so we really wanted to focus on that. We know we have just as talented flyers as Conant. Our flexibility is amazing. Now I think our goal next year is going to be making 5 stunt groups for our whole entire performance and putting out there our best skill, because we are just as competitive as Conant. So I know that we can do it. Now that we've got the sharpness down, then we definitely have the skill of the flyers, so we can be just up there with them.
I don't want to say cheerleading is an all-year-round sport, but the girls certainly do train a lot. When, in the course of your training, when is it, okay, now we need to stop trying for the harder skills and we need to polish our routine? Do you do that a week before sectionals? Is it a month before sectionals? How does that work?
The girls learn that routine in August. So at the time when we put that routine together, we have goals of what we want the stunts to look like and what tumbling we'd like to include, but we keep in mind of, how much time we have for the girls to accomplish those goals. I think it's about December when we put the routine on the floor. We really want to make sure that it's strong, but that it's clean. And that was a big goal this year, was to make sure that we had a clean routine, that we weren't getting penalties. And in December we were. So I think you're always trying to make sure it's the best routine, but you want to make sure that it's clean. So, and it changes always with injuries and illnesses, what you can throw out there on the floor. So it does change week by week, but I think when December comes, that's when you're really focusing on what should this overall routine include.
Heading down to Bloomington on Friday, Waubonsie, they joined you. They competed on Friday as well. But the girls got to stay over and stay an extra night and compete in the championships on Saturday. What kind of an experience is that? Just kind of bonding and the girls getting to spend 2 days together, a lot of hours just kind of spent on the mat.
It was great, and we have great parents too. They stayed in the hotel with us. Friday night when we got back, it was a big celebration. We were so excited that we were in 4th place going into Saturday, and that's a huge goal. And having Waubonsie there with us, they actually, even though they didn't qualify for the second day, their team stayed on Saturday to watch us perform, and that we can't speak more highly of them. Just having them there supporting us and being in the same district and cheering us on, even though they weren't competing that day, we were so grateful for that. And our teams really have gotten along throughout the season and been there to support each other. I think that speaks a lot about the girls and just how awesome they are overall.
24 members make up the team. I believe it looks like 5 or 6 seniors on Neuqua's team.
We have 7 seniors.
7 seniors. How's the squad looking for next year?
Well, it's going to be a tough spot to fill with those seniors leaving. They're some of our strongest bases and back spots that we have. So we do have those positions opening, but if you were able to watch our freshmen and our JV team, there's a lot of talent coming up. So I think we'll be just as strong next year.
Well, we're going to wish you all the best of luck next year as you continue on to try to overcome that hurdle and place a little bit better at state.
Great, thanks.
Well, you're welcome. Stay tuned as we take a look at some college signees after this short break.